Good evening, Zelda race fans. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for this 2024 Winter Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. We're in week 2 of the Swiss matchups. Both of our runners tonight are looking to get their first win. We've got YmustUhateME, which we'll refer to as Yumi, and Slidick. I am Deus Ex Machina, aka DEM Gaming, and joining me tonight is the one and only CD Improv. How are you doing, CD?
I am great, Deus Ex. How is your day going?
Very hectic.
Okay.
A few minutes before the invite to start the run.
Oh man, and we definitely want to make sure we thank Fury SK for joining us before covering a race in about an hour to do some of the tracking in the beginning of the race. Because, you know, it's always really, really nice to have people hit those buttons in the background in case we miss things.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the runner should be underway here in just a minute. So where do we think the best place for them to start tonight is going to be?
I always like starting at Vanilla Start. It's pretty much in the middle of the map, and you can go in either direction. It usually makes for good viewing as well. And we are starting about as far away from Vanilla Start as you can get.
I know, but look, we have a recorder. I mean, Jess would be so happy. This is kind of close to where I think they would want to be. Our Octorox hearing aid is broken, and we've got a 37 rupee medium secret.
Yeah, now, and this is a good spot because there's a lot of Armos items.
Now, the funny part is that neither of our runners, realizing that they're on the wood sword screen, sort of. The wood sword is going to be up in the vanilla potion letter cave. When you start on that screen, or when you're whistling and there's a level on that screen, that's where it puts the sword. So Slidick is actually going to go ahead and get his weapon.
Figured it out.
Yep,
yeah.
Slidick is like, wait, Yumi's turning around and going, hold on.
I think he just... he's looking for a screen scroll.
All right.
I wonder if he thinks it's in that bomb. Okay,
there he goes. There he goes. Well, no, that's initially what I would have thought the first time I end up there. But the same thing happened the first time I played a randomizer seed, and the recorder took me there, and I was like, wait, the level's up the ladder. Why am I here? And they're like, there's no space.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
Now we both have weapons. Nobody's going to take the candle. We're not in the forest area. So while if you started in the forest, it would make sense to pick up that candle for a little bit. Instead, we're going to grab the sword. Slidick's going to find level 4.
And early comes... Oh, and we have blue bubbles, it looks like. So that means we have second quest levels at some place.
Yay! We're so happy.
And he found the floor heart container. Now, Heart Shuffle is on, so that was not guaranteed to be a heart.
Well, and the thing is if this is a second quest 4, which I mean, not shape-wise, but like so far it hasn't been ruled out. This is in second quest 4. There's a really good chance that there's going to be 3 items in here because second quest 4 gets an extra staircase item, and then level 1 will end up losing it. The bats are tanky.
I hate when bats roll up.
So do I. It is so annoying.
Bats and gels are the 2 most annoying things when they roll up.
Oh yeah, Slidick's gonna go ahead and pick up the Triforce out of level 4, while Yumi is gonna find level 4. Now that compass wasn't hard to find, the heart wasn't hard to find, and that Triforce sure as heck wasn't hard to find. Yeah, Tektites are pretty bad when they're beefy as well. Yes, that is very true. Especially if they keep jumping off screen and you're just like, please hold still. Now,
Yumi did get a bomb drop, so...
That's good for Yumi. We're gonna get to see what's in this cave. It's just some more money.
Oh.
Yay! Awesome.
They don't get much worse than that.
I mean, if Fred ever made it so that the small secret could roll to 0, I think I would cry a little bit. Thankfully, that 37 medium is definitely over the normal number, and it's almost as high as it could be. So we're okay with this for now, maybe?
Yeah, it's a little too early to call it a poverty seed, but...
I mean, if it gives us a 51 rupee large secret, I want my money back. Like, literally, I want my money back. Alright, here we go.
I believe that is all 3 Armos checks in the forest, so that means our Armos item is either in Death Mountain or the Death Armos.
I'm totally rooting for Death Armos, just because it's funny. We're going to find a very expensive key and bait shop. Hopefully, neither of our runners are going to have to go back into that, because if we don't have a cheaper key, that's really sad.
Now, I looked away for like a split second. Did Yumi just like peek 4 and walk back out?
Yeah, Yumi didn't really do anything in 4.
Okay.
There was a little bit of, I think, a sync going on as well, but yeah, Yumi didn't spend very much time in that 4. I don't think he got any of the heart. He definitely didn't get the heart because we would be able to see it. Hey, cheap bombs!
We found cheap
bait.
bombs and expensive arrows. Cheap bait.
Alright, now let's see. What is this coast item going to be?
It is the heart container.
After Slidick buys the bait as well, because if you've seen that 4, you know that there's a chance that's a second quest 4. Don't up an A. You've got one more thing to go look at. Actually, I think he was looking at the Triforce position, wasn't he?
That could have been.
Now, thanks to our super awesome tracker in the background, we know that the coast item was a heart. Yumi's going to take his bombs up an A and go back to the start. He's going to find a bomb store.
Bomb store very close to start. That's good.
And oh, that wasn't a hint. I was hoping that shop there was one of the white sword or magical sword hints.
Which we need the book to understand if you have not been following this flag set. The book is not an atlas, but it does let us understand hints. And Yumi has found level 2, which is...
We're in shapes.
Okay, so shapes 1 through 6. And it'll be second quest 6 through 9? Or 7 through 9, I mean.
If that was, in fact, an orange bubble or a blue bubble, then yeah, that's... Oh, it's a triple segmented level 2! This is fantastic! We had, in the race that Also and I were doing last night, there was a triple segmented shapes 6. Hey, power bracelet on the floor in level 2. And that is going to be a staircase, but I can completely understand wanting to completely finish clearing this little segment before you take that staircase, which is probably going to go to the larger chunk of 2. Oh, the 5 segment 5 was just a thing of beauty, Fury. That was so amazing. Alright, meanwhile, we're going to find another potential staircase here in this too. Now, since this is shapes, the items are all going to be on the floor. It's so good.
It's a blue boomerang, which he does take.
Ohio! Well, I mean, you know what? You're in a dungeon full of Lionels, and that blue boomerang will stun them, as even if you don't have, you somehow get your sword taken away, you're going to be able to at least stun the Lionels and walk past. Maybe even kill, not the bats, because they're beefy. But, you know, you might actually be able to do damage to some things with that, or keep yourself alive in not that room. Run, Yumi, run! Oh, thank you very much, chat. Apparently our large secret is 124 rupees, which totally makes up for the 1 rupee small secret.
Wow. Yeah, that...
Oh, Yumi.
You'd like to see that.
Run, Yumi!
We got blue candle pickup for Slidick.
Yumi almost got the damage boost through the land mode to try to get out the room on the other side. He does have both items here in this level too, because we saw the power bracelet and we saw the blue boomerang. So that's all that's going to be in there. We can always come back later for the Triforce, and right down the hill is 7.
Yeah, you can't blame him for leaving that combat with a green tunic and wood sword and 3 hearts. Now we found a hint shop on Slidick's screen, but again, we won't be able to understand any of the hints until we find the book.
I mean, let's hope we find the book before 9.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. We might not need it. Some of these see 124 rupee large secret for Yumi. Both of our runners now have a decent amount of money, and if I'm the runners, I am definitely... For Yumi, he needs to buy a candle. We're going to need a candle. And then, maybe think about purchasing those really expensive arrows before the door repairs take your money away.
Yeah. Yumi is moving towards a take-any that he can pick up a blue candle if he wants. I believe Vanilla 1 was a take-any. That's a cheap blue ring, and with 124 large secret, I'm betting we're going to see one or both runners buying it pretty early.
I mean, why not? If the game's going to give you the money to do it, then yeah, I would totally pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, we're already sitting at 226 on Yumi's side and 163 on Slidick.
Oh, there we go. There's the arrow purchase.
Arrow buy.
Yeah, I do like this. There are 2 more large secrets out there somewhere. Hopefully not blocked by like a power bracelet or a raft or, you know, something silly. Good clip from Slidick to get here and burn the vanilla Second Quest 7.
I have a feeling Yumi's heading towards Death Armos. Oh, he found a dungeon along the way, though. Dungeon 3.
High level 3. Shapes 3.
And Dungeon 6 on Slidick's side.
Oh, so that's down on... Okay, we're down in a burn bush. So this is a lot of our levels that we have found really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, this is... we're flying through this seed right now.
Well, I mean, other than the fact that we need a bow and silver.
Well, yeah, other than...
Level 9.
Other than we need to find all the items, but...
Oh, beautiful clip.
Oh, that's a
Slidick.
good block clip.
That was so smooth. And now Slidick's... Oh, no! He just barely came off of the block.
Oh,
there's
early
Triforce.
Triforce.
Now...
You'll go ahead and take it.
What was in there? Oh, it was orange whiz robes. Alright,
yeah.
So that room... Yeah, I can kind of understand maybe not wanting to clear that again, but I think we're going to see Yumi go back in and look for the items. This is maybe a staircase for Slidick, and thankfully the orange Tektites at least are a little squish. No, whole bunch of nothing. Alright, game. Nice
clock.
Oh no. If I'm Slidick, I'm just going, okay, please don't kill me. Oh. He got close. I mean, he got half of those landmos down. Yumi's gonna find... Yeah. Please be segmented. It's a heart.
Nope.
I mean, I would really enjoy if all the shape segments, all the shape levels were segmented, just because it's fun. And then you get to play, like, you know, what shape is this, and it's even more complicated. Looks like Slidick's gonna leave 6 alone for a little while. There's not much he can do in there with that blue landmo, blue left mola landmo room. So we're gonna come back and leave a bit more health, maybe.
Oh, magics.
Ugh, tanky bats. No. They're just painful. Like, I really don't want to deal with tanky bats. We're gonna get the map of this 3. Oh, well, alright. This is somebody who was trying to plank and fell over. He's now going, help me, I can't get up. I'm so glad that that is not a thing anymore, I have to say. Yumi's doing a great job with the combat in this room. We're gonna find some any roads. Well, alright, that's a raft spot.
Oh, red candle.
Oh, that's nice for Yumi. He hadn't actually bought or found a candle yet, so there is his fire source. This is good.
Now he can either take that heart container or the red potion. I know he likes to take the potion from the take-innies.
Yeah, a lot of runners, once they have enough hearts to be able to pick up high level 1, once they have enough hearts to be able to pick up whatever the white sword item ends up being, they will switch over to picking up at least 1 potion out of the take-innies. Alright, looks like Slidick is going to try to pirouette a door.
Silver arrows is the Armos item.
Alright, this is a very nice thing to have. Slidick will hopefully eventually make it up that direction, but I still think we see him dig everything out of level 1 if possible.
Yeah, I would. You do feel bad for him that just bought wood arrows.
Well,
at an inflated price, but...
Oh,
look,
white
the game's
sword.
Gonna
make it up. The game's making it up. That's a wand. That's a wand as the white sword item. And it's at 4 hearts.
Wow. Yeah, this is shaping up to be a jet seed. As long as level 9, you know, the great equalizer. But the game is just throwing combat at us.
Too nice. Reroll. Meanwhile, it looks like Slidick is trying to pirouette another door here. Nope, he's done in 1. Did we get chased out because of keys, maybe?
Yeah, I think he was key blocked.
All right, I was marking. I usually run Z Tracker on the side when I'm doing commentary, just so I know where everything is.
I do the exact same thing.
I'm just like, all right, I know which list. So missing levels right now, I think are 5, 8, and 9.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
that is.
Well, we found 9.
We found our other hint shop.
Oh, hints are helpful.
And we have a letter pickup. Yeah, Yumi's starting to do the, some recorder checks. I'm surprised that both runners started with a recorder and none of them did any of the recorder checks up in the desert.
Yeah, see, it's one of those, like, when you start with an item, sometimes you just kind of blank out on the fact that it was even in your inventory. It's like, oh, wait,
Well, I'll tell you,
have this?
I forget I have that all the time with this flag set, and I'll tell you the other thing that I forget is that you start on the wood sword screen. I'm so used to having to go dig a sword
Yes.
that I forget that I have one, like, right away.
All right, Yumi just found his second large secret. Now, did we see a blue ring? I know we saw a blue ring store somewhere.
We've seen several blue ring shops. I did not mark any, though. But it's actually a cheap blue... Yep, there it is.
It's on our search
search
screen. There we go. All right, that's very nice. All right, so Yumi has now doubled his HP, which means that some of these Wizrobes and Lionels and things like that aren't going to be as big of a problem. We're going to find level 5 on the push block. All right, Slidick's going to refill on some bombs. Now, Slidick does not yet have the power bracelet. He hasn't gone over this direction, so yeah. He's about to find it now. He's about to get the blue boom. If he picks it up, he'll get the blue boomerang and the power bracelet. The power bracelet was very free. There's
another free Triforce.
All right. He better, says our tracker, Fury SK. I mean, I would. I happen to like the blue boomerang as opposed to the regular boomerang because it goes the entire length of the screen. All right, Yumi's gonna go back into this 4. Yeah, the seed kind of threw us a bone and gave us cheap bombs, which was nice. And we are gonna eventually get free silver arrows. There is the power bracelet pickup for Slidick.
Did just lose his sword, though.
Yeah, second quest back half. The spirals, the lovely and wonderful cinnamon rolls of doom are still waiting for us.
Oh my. I despise the second quest dungeons.
So do I. Oh,
they're fun to watch other people suffer through, though.
Yeah, I'm all for it. If somebody else wants to do this, that's fine. As long as I don't have to deal with it, you know, we're good. All right, Yumi with that wand in level 4 is going to make it through here pretty quickly. It's going to take out the pancakes. Now, when he does eventually get around to level 1 and finds the white sword, he's seriously going to be moving fast. Oh, poor Slidick. Okay, Slidick's going to hug the blue bubble and then get out of the room, because I think that other room is also a transport staircase, so he's going to see where that one goes before clearing the one with the power bracelet. I mean, it's a lot friendlier.
I believe this is the staircase that he is looking for.
I mean, there's a total of, in a level that isn't supposed to have any staircases. We have six sets of staircases. There is the blue boomerang, Slidick. Slidick!
He does not take it.
He does not want the boomerang.
My man.
I mean, yeah, but it's so useful in situations like this. It's not only is it, you know, be able to stun. Oh, Slidick, be careful. This is you gotta dance a little bit here. Get out of the room. There you go. But like, it's so useful in situations where, say, something drops. Oh, yuck! All the way at the other end of the room. Then you know, it really does make it handy to pick up bombs that drop, or rupees, or a clock. You just poke your nose back out of the door, throw the boomerang, get back into safety, and then, you know, you're good to go. Now, Slidick's going to take an unfortunate death because there was no way to get away from those orange landmines. You got shuttered in, the floor was shooting at you, and he only had 1 heart to begin with. But it looks like we're going back.
I'll tell you what is looking like the bottleneck right now that's going to slow this seed down is keys. Both runners sitting at 0 keys.
And we still have
And-
second quest 7, 8, and 9 waiting for us.
Yeah.
So this could be interesting. Maybe we'll get lucky and there's a nice happy Annie key one room into level 9. Alright, meanwhile, Slidick is continuing to dig around 9. Now, Yumi did not get the Triforce when he was in here because, you know, the combat-wise, we weren't in as good shape as we are now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. He's going to have to come back to level 2.
So Slidick has seen the items. He's oh, well, alright, Spiky, what did you do? Slidick, do you remember you have a thing? Yep, he's got it. Alright. And exactly, Fury, this is the perfect place for that boomerang. Because you can boomerang the little mini dig doggers, but it looks like they're squishy tonight.
Looks like Yumi might be just heading for his Triforce. I believe he is key blocked from finding the... I think we're still looking for the staircase item in 4. I don't have the staircase item marked, I just have the floor item.
Yeah, to answer a question in chat, is it better to have blue ring or white sword? So, Fury's not wrong in saying that the white sword is slightly better, but it's kind of situational. I'm terrible at this game, so for me, I would almost rather have the blue ring because it gives me the ability to live a little bit longer than I normally would.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. And I'm also like, well, Malkior calls himself Mr. All Clear, but I also have a bad habit of clearing everything, and so I will likely have enough hearts at some point to go get the mags.
Alright, meanwhile, Slidick, he saw a compass. He did not actually get the power, the Triforce at level 2. I think it may have been a key issue, but we'll have to find out. He is going to go down the hill. He's going to find 7 and join Yumi in this lovely and wonderful orangey dungeon. Oh, come closer, Aquamentus. Alright, Yumi's going to find a potential push block. Oh, look, more landmos.
And it's the transport.
Well, I mean, that's always useful to know, and I'm still, I mean, this is Second Quest 7. There will be a lot of those in here.
They almost had a high 5 room.
It's kind of funny that we actually, the start room is on the center section of that 7. So we've got to find a way out to the spirally part. Hey, we found the one of the one-way staircases in the game today. Alright, I would have cleared the bats. I don't actually know if that could be a drop room, but it's bats, you've got the white sword, and they go down to 1 hit now, so I'd want to know for sure. Yumi's gonna find a little bit of a ladder block. Hey, compass! Grab that!
Compass!
Yay! Oh, that's really far away.
This has the potential to either eat up a lot of keys or a lot of bombs.
Or both.
Oh,
Hey, Yumi's gonna clear it. Alright, thank you, Yumi. Now, if this is an item, it is not. That would have been slightly unfortunate for Slidick. Alright, looks like Slidick has kind of reached a little bit of a dead end in that section of 7. Yeah, we started all the way in that bottom, the bottom middle room, I think? There's gonna be... Yumi's gonna go get the compass. Gotta be a little bit careful, because those Lionels are still gonna hurt, even if you have blue ring.
Going back to the blue ring versus white sword, I would say in this flag set, wand is better than either, because whenever you bump into those red bubbles, you still have repeatable combat.
Very true. Very, very true, because you can still do damage to most things. The whiz robes you have bombs for, but pretty much everything else you can actually hit with the wand. Oh, Slidick! Slidick does some quick moves to get around those landmos. He's gonna find the ladder block that Yumi found before.
Yeah, that ladder is looking to be a pretty important item.
Yeah, this is definitely kind of interesting, because I think that might be as far as Slidick thinks he can go in level 7. Yumi found or took a different staircase, which has brought him down to that bottom row, kind of near the little tail bit, but maybe Slidick saw this earlier. Because I think Slidick's map had like 2 rooms down in the bottom row, and then the center chunk was all filled out as well.
Yeah.
Very true, Will. Both runners are now very, very, okay, it's not a large secret, we're good, are very upset at those bubbles.
Oh, Slidick is now buying his blue ring.
Again, I think this is a good call. You've got to deal with second quest 7 and 8. You've got the money.
Yeah.
In theory, the last large secret is going to be somewhere that the runners can get to it. The medium is pretty good, and when worst comes to worst, you can always do money-making game.
Yep. And there's really not a whole lot else to spend it on. I mean, Slidick already has bait. He already has wood arrows, even though we also know that the silver arrows are free. So yeah, he's got both players are going to have tons of expendable cash by the time this seed's over.
You know, you just jinx them, and they're going to have absolutely no money for the rest of the seed, right? Slidick's going to go ahead and check vanilla level 2, first quest 2. Find level 8. All right, there we go. So this is how we know that the recorder is not going to be in level 9, because it's required to find level 8. And just like that,
room.
Yeah, we found every single one of our dungeons. Oh, that's a lovely place to enter level 8. Now, Yumi with the wand is definitely doing a lot better in this 7 because he still has a weapon. You know, he's taken the bot from the bubbles, but he still has a way to kill things. That's going to be a staircase on Slidick's side because those bombs shouldn't have been there.
Oh, that's the transport.
Yeah, there are actually more staircases in Second Quest 8 than there are in Second Quest 9. There's a map inside of that pancake, but I don't.
Has a map in case he. Yeah.
Well, Slidick doesn't have a sword, so if he gets... Oh, no, he does.
Oh, he's
Never mind.
got a sword.
He found a bubble.
I think he... Did he...
Up A saved when he went to fight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking he did, yeah.
Alright, Yumi's getting knocked around by these bubbles a little bit in 7, but he's making good progress up towards where that Triforce is going to be. Now, we still haven't seen any items in 7. And then all of a sudden something shows up on the floor. We know it can't be a banana since we've seen one. Well, it can't be the magical banana. Thank you for the clock, game. We greatly appreciate it. There's the Triforce. Now, if I'm Yumi, I'm taking that and I'm leaving. Yeah.
I maybe would have tried to just bomb up or out of that room since you made it all the way there just to see another room or two. But...
Hopefully. So a lot of times when you're doing some second quests... Oh. Okay, well, that's a slight problem. But yeah, we kind of need a ladder, it looks like, for a couple of these different things. Yumi is going to go back into level 4. This is, again, it's a smaller level, in theory, than any of the ones you've got remaining, except for Yumi still hasn't found one, I don't think, yet.
Now, why did he leave 4? Was it key blocked?
Yeah, I think he ended up reaching a point where he just couldn't go any further without using a key, and at the time, I don't think it was something he had or wanted to use. Right there, I think, maybe. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go ahead and use the key. Now, he did do a save. And this isn't very far from the beginning of 4, so this is actually a really good idea on Yumi's side, because if the item, or you know, the items in 4 end up, the item, staircase item, ends up being terrible, then Yumi can just up a retry and get it back.
No, that's smart. Yeah, I would not have thought of that.
Alright, Slidick, meanwhile, is trying to find a way around that ladder block at the top of the left column here in 8.
That's the raft? We know it's not required,
Yumi doesn't, unfortunately.
but yeah, he's still looking for a couple of dungeons. Yeah. Oh, and we have false walls in level 8.
Oh yes, gotta love it. It's actually one of the reasons why I don't like level 8.
Yeah. Well, I remember as like a little kid, first playing Zelda, and I could never beat level 2 because I had, or second quest, because I had no idea about the false wall.
Yeah. I don't think we made it there when I was a kid. Like, my mom used to play our saves after we went to bed, and like all of a sudden we'd be like, hey, this isn't where I left off the day before. And she's like, yeah, it is. Don't worry about it. Good dodging from Slidick to go ahead and finish clearing that room. Yumi's about to find level 8 and join Slidick in the fun. Now Slidick has, oh dear, 2 keys, and unfortunately, even with that blue ring, he's only got 4 hearts right now. So I would almost leave this level 8 and maybe go back to some of the smaller things that you found. Slidick still needs 3. Slidick knows where 1 is. He could finish that, or at least try to get a bit further. But yeah, that Chevy room is oh, run, Yumi, run! I mean, you got the wand, so you're relatively okay, but there are Wizrobes in here. Yeah, there's the transport staircase that we saw before.
Yep.
Alright, looks like Slidick is... Okay, maybe we're gonna go record in the desert. So from Slidick's point of view, there's still a white sword item he hasn't found yet. He's looking for level 3 and,
He still hasn't found the Armos item.
Yeah, he's gonna get all the way over to get that, which, when you find out it's silvers, it's gonna feel a little bad, but it's not gonna feel as bad as it could, because there's no way to use the silvers without the bow.
Without the bow. Yeah.
And that means that any of the digging that he's done... Oh, nice plus 19 money-making game win for Slidick. But that means that any of the digging that he's already done isn't really, like, it's not wasted per se, because you were looking for your Triforce, you're looking for a bow. So,
yeah.
It's kind of helpful. He's about to find level 3 right now. Meanwhile, Yumi is about to find the lovely and wonderful Chevy room here in level 2. It's got the compass! Oh, that's why Fury was saying, good job, Chevy room. Alright. But yeah, the power bracelet is required, the recorder is required, and while we don't need it for finding a level, there's a chance that we're ladder blocked in a few of these places. There's the Triforce for Slidick. He's gonna pick it up.
Slidick does the same thing, yep.
I mean, it's
same
really...
thing,
yeah. Alright, Yumi, meanwhile, he's got 1 key. This is the room I think that Slidick finally had just had enough. He's like, nah, I'm done. Oh, we didn't see that in 3. That's kind of cool.
Heart container on the floor in 8. I don't think that Slidick found that. Yeah, he definitely didn't.
Yeah, that was the room that killed him. He was trying to bomb out the top because he only had half of a heart left, and the Wizrobes in the floor were just like, no, you're not leaving. Alright, but this is actually good for Slidick. So he's over in the area of not only the Armos item, but the White Sword Wand, which will even these guys up as far as offense. Sort of. Slidick still will have a slight advantage with that white sword, but it's not going to take Yumi very long to find level 1, and that white sword was like 2 rooms in. Alright, there's the staircase heart. If I'm Slidick, I'm thrilled to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, even with blue ring, only having 4 hearts is not ideal.
Yeah.
And especially, he doesn't know that the white sword item's only 4 hearts either. He might think he needs 5 or 6.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I never feel like, even with a red ring, if I had like 4 hearts, I wouldn't want to fight Ganon. Yeah. I would be like really apprehensive about it. We're gonna get the compass here from Slidick. Thanks, game. We already got the Triforce. And I'm just trying to remember where that, is this the room the red candle was in? No, that's the map. It's 1 up, I think. Maybe not. It's here somewhere.
Yeah, he's on the right path.
Yeah, there wasn't really like it wasn't segmented, so there wasn't a big diversion in this area. Yumi is gonna bomb. Oh no, he doesn't have a sword, and he just uses less bomb. No.
I'd like to say
Game.
I've never done that, but I have done that.
Well, see, the thing
Several
is sometimes
times.
you don't actually register that you've taken a bubble hit. You don't. Maybe it just doesn't. It happens on the way out the room or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes really, really difficult to know that it happened in the first place. Slidick is going to hopefully continue over in the direction of the grave. Yep, here we go. Meanwhile, Yumi is headed down towards the coast. He's again just working on all those checks that he hasn't cleared yet, which should get him level 6 in short order.
Yeah, I didn't mark on my tracker where 6 was. I forget.
It's one of the 2 bottom forest spots over here in the
Yeah,
forest.
it was a
Yumi's
burn
gonna
bush. Gotcha.
pick up a potion. This is a good idea. Slidick is gonna find Jerkface, who's stealing our money. And then right below here, as long as he continues down to check, is going to be the White Sword Wand, and that's going to make life a lot easier. There you go. We got a 1 pickup for Slidick. Alright, meanwhile, Yumi is only a couple of screens away from finding level 6, and then, you know, I think Yumi, at that point, will only be missing levels 1 and 9.
Sounds right, yes.
Bomb refill! Well, we can at least get 1 pack, that's pretty nice. Alright, Slidick, meanwhile, is gonna head up here towards the grave. He's gonna wrap up some more grave checks. What is Slidick
Now,
still looking for?
There is absolutely nothing in Death Mountain, so hopefully he does not get misled and start heading up the hill.
Yeah, cross your... Well, I mean, again, it's from the information that Yumi has, it's not a bad call. Slidick's gonna find the potions letter under the recorder spot. I'm actually wondering what Slidick is still looking for. Maybe some more take-any's? Because I know he just found 3. He got the white sword item. He's already seen 6, 1, and 9.
He hasn't seen 5.
Oh, because it's under the power bracelet spot right near start.
Right
and he
next
just
start,
got the power
yeah.
bracelet. Oh dear. Alright.
Yeah,
well,
he
that's
hasn't
gonna take a
up
bit.
A saved yet.
Yeah, that'll be a thing. Meanwhile, Yumi's gonna continue clearing out this little chunk of Death Mountain. He's gonna get a bomb pack for his trouble. I mean, on the plus side, there are some outstanding take-any's. There's some money kind of just hanging out here somewhere, so this could be beneficial for Slidick. Though, I would so love to see him put that money into a key. Any kind of key. I don't care if it's the expensive key or what. Just please spend it before giving it all away. Now, yeah, have to say, hopefully this is a relief for Slidick finding the silver arrows, but you're probably going, thanks game, I could have used that for something else. Hey, there's a take-any. Okay, go, yeah, right, go up 1, and Yumi should be finding level 6. Was right around in this area? Unless it's, nope, it's not down here. Oh dear, look out. Alright, meanwhile, Slidick is continuing to look for level 5. Eventually he will run out of spots on this side of the map, but hey, at least this is increasing his life a bit.
Yeah, he is doing pretty good finding the take-any's.
Yeah, I mean, and at some point, you know, maybe if we have to really, really dig for the bow, we're going to be able to find magical sword hearts.
Yeah.
Now, this should be 6, I think.
Yes.
Yay.
Finally.
Alright, let's see how far Yumi can get in here.
That far.
Well, I mean, he's gonna go ahead and burn this last. Go ahead and burn the last bush. I mean, he's gonna find the magical sword.
We'll find
location.
magical sword.
Mm-hmm. Yumi's like, nah, I don't want any of this right now. Leave me alone, 6. Looks like he's trying to pirouette the door as well.
I wonder if he's gonna...
he's really
looks
just
like
gonna leave it behind. I mean, Yumi hasn't found 1 yet. So
Yeah.
I would totally prefer to dig a shapes 1 over a shapes 6 any day of the week. Alright.
Do his desert recorder checks.
Meanwhile, Slidick is just hemorrhaging money to these terrible door repair people. We're gonna get a Death Armos check. And it's just a blue ring shop. How coincidentally vanilla? Oh, look out, Slidick. Good damage buffer there.
There's a key shop for Yumi, but he can't afford it.
Oh, now I'm sad. Alright, Slidick is headed back in the direction of 9 and level 1. I mean, we got some stuff to bomb first. Oh no, he's already done that. Alright, he's ducking down a couple of screens early.
Maybe heading towards 1.
Yeah, 1 is this next
Yumi back in 6. Oh, he thought about it? He's trying to pirouette something, I think.
Yeah, I would too. Like, he had entered and re-entered the screen from the top. Now, with the wand and the blue ring, this shouldn't really be a problem. There's an immediate Triforce in that room in 1. Alright, use the key. You gotta do it. It's level 1. There's 2 more items in here, and well, at least that guy's gonna give the key back. Now, if this ends up being a staircase, which it should be, because there shouldn't have been a floor drop. Yeah, then if this is like the bow or something, then you are done digging.
Ah, another nice clock.
Yeah, that was very, very convenient. Slidick's gonna go ahead, use the bomb in advance in case maybe these guys drop some more bombs, or this is maybe a transport staircase. Oh, it's a transport staircase. I mean, you had to hope that maybe it was gonna be something nice, but hey, look, map! Map! Go get the map. Thank you. This
possible staircase for Yumi? Nope.
Alright, so, well, that was a lovely simming. There's one more room that we haven't seen over here, and it is a key door. So I imagine that Slidick is going to go back through the staircases. Yumi picks up the Triforce out of level 6. And, you know, maybe he goes and tries to finish clearing it now that he's got the rest of the map and he knows where to bomb.
Yeah, that would be a good call.
Because you've only got 1 key. Money, he's doing all right on money, but I don't know where the cheap key store is at this point. And you've got to use the key to get to the rest of the items, potentially, in level 1.
And this could be the item staircase right here.
Yeah, that would be really, really kind. Stop getting shot at. Aim.
Don't forget you have a wand.
Yeah, that wand is so good.
Back.
Alright. Oh,
that's the book.
Yes, 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 yes. Pick this up. So, here's
However,
the thing.
that does make the wand
We have
a little bit of a liability.
We have a blue ring. So here's why this book is good, even though it means that that wand is going to be shooting fire at you now. The hints in this flag set are set to book to understand old men, but they're also set to helpful. So when you find the book, you've got 159 rupees. You've gross skeleton. But yeah, so you have 159 rupees. You're still looking for a bow, and there's second quest 7 and 8 out there. You really don't want to have to dig that unless you have to. So that book is going to give you some, hopefully going to give you some help in figuring out which dungeons to dig and which ones to skip. Slidick's going to go ahead and get his Triforce off the floor out of level 1, and I think we're going to see him up a save and go to the hint shop.
Yeah, he's actually... No, he's not far from a hint shop right now.
Yeah, but I would so hope that he saves.
Yeah.
Well, we got a potion letter. He's going to go ahead and show the... Oh, Slidick, save the money for the hints. Yumi's going to find it. Take any...
Yumi is making his way towards level 1, though.
He is, and 9 is really, really close by, so it's not going to take him very long to find the levels. But here's the thing, guys. As uneven as the scoreboard looks right now, there are still a few things that we definitely need to find. Slidick is going to go back into level 6. He does need the Triforce out of here, but we need the bow in order to finish this game. And there's a small chance that we're going to need a ladder for a couple of these, like level 8, we couldn't make very much progress in because there were a couple of rooms that were ladder blocked. So there's still a few things that we haven't found that could really throw a monkey wrench in the players' plans.
And I gotta think that even though Yumi is ahead on the Triforce count, when he finds one in that more or less free white sword, he's probably going to feel like he was behind because he's going to feel like his opponent had that very early.
That's exactly
which they did.
Yeah, he did, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, fortunately for Yumi, a lot of these dungeons have just been no fun if you haven't had a wand because we keep having bubble rooms. So Slidick hasn't really been able to take advantage of that white sword much. Alright, we're gonna find another potion shop. I think we already saw that on Slidick's side. And Yumi should be headed back towards 1 right now. There we go. There's level 1 for Yumi. Alright, meanwhile, Slidick is going to enter level 6. Now, I don't think we saw Yumi get any items out of 6.
I don't have anything marked on my tracker for 6 yet, no.
I don't either, so if the bow ends up being somewhere in here and Slidick ends up finding it, that will definitely give him a little bit of an advantage because he will be done digging dungeons. He'll just be like, give me the Triforce and leave me alone. Though I really wish we would have seen Slidick do an up A save and go check the hints, since the hints are going to be 100% truthful. Alright, Yumi's gonna find the Triforce, just kind of sitting there. He got his white sword 1 room in. He's gonna try to figure out where to bomb and then decide to go ahead and use the key. Leave the Triforce there for a minute. He's about to get the key back. He's like, oh yay, this is maybe an item. And then he's gonna be like, oh, this is segmented.
Oh, and Slidick paid the mugger with rupees, so now he really doesn't have the money to buy hints.
I mean, he kind of does.
He could buy.
He's taking a lot. Okay, good idea to get the potion ready. He's gonna go ahead and use it. I wonder, did we see the map for 6? I'm wondering if that's actually fully segmented. Alright, sadly that room is absolutely nothing for Slidick. And yeah, both of our runners, as Will's pointing out in chat, we've got a single key on either side. 1 key. I mean, there are ways to make money in this game, but sometimes they are few and far in between, and you really don't want to do them in the middle of a race.
Yeah.
Alright, Slidick's going to choose to use the key to head north, because we haven't really seen anything in this section. I would clear this room. There's the book for Yumi. Gotta be a little bit careful. Good bomb. Now, unfortunately, we're not in a second quest dungeon, so I guess I can't have a 4-drop in this level. But in second quest 2, that would have had a drop in the bottom corner.
Now, I don't know if Yumi bombed over out of that room.
I don't know that he did either, so Slidick at least is going to see maybe a little bit more, a little bit more area. He looks like he's going right back in. Thank you, Potato Pony, the king of the stats. So for anybody who doesn't know, Potato Pony is super awesome and has put together a database of sorts of all sorts of fun statistics about all sorts of fun statistics in the Z1R community. There is the Triforce in level 6 for Slidick. He's going to pick it up. I can't say that I blame him. But now both of our runners, they're down to 0 keys again. Yumi, thankfully, has 159 rupees, but he's still looking for, I don't think he continued over and found level 9.
No, he did not. He's going back to level 8.
I mean, you know, I almost would do the same thing. He still needs the Triforce out of there. Slidick is about to find 5.
No, yeah, and now this would be interesting because Yumi just grabbed the Triforce and left because he went into 5 very early.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen either item out of 5, so this could be big too if Slidick finds the bow in 5.
So to answer a question in chat, that was being directed at Fury, we're using the SpeedGaming live tracker, and it is web-based. And every so often, if there are a lot of races going on, or it's just having a bad day, it decides it's going to eat inputs for fun.
Yeah, it fought me all night long the last race I tracked with it.
Hey, there's the Triforce in 5. It looks like Slidick's going to go ahead and pick it up, but I really do hope that we see him go back in. At this point, you know, we've seen the items, almost all the items in 1. We've seen the items in 2, the items in 3. A few of the items spread other places, but 5 is like that middle of the road size level that we haven't really seen anything out of. And it looks like Yumi's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Now they may both be key blocked here though.
Yeah, this is not a good situation. Hey, ladder on the floor for
drop
both of
ladder.
them at the same time.
Wow.
I love that. All right, so that ladder's going to come in really handy in level 8. It might not be 100% required, but it is going to make some of the path a little bit easier because there was a not so nicely placed Chevy room at the top. All right, so we're going to see, is this the staircase item of 5 or the transport?
The transport.
All right, you gotta love the sync here. This is, every so often you just get to see it. Yumi, oh, okay, looks like Slidick's gonna go back through and take it. And look at all these key doors. All right, so here's the nice thing. The ladder is going to at least get us 1 more key back.
I think I would leave.
Yeah,
I
to
think
answer
Yumi's
a question,
thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Yumi's already got the Triforce, he's got the ladder. This lets you finish 2, this lets you get through 8. But here's the thing, we still need to get the Triforce out of 2. We still need to find the bow, and who knows what's waiting for us in level 9. Alright, Yumi is immediately gonna go into 2.
Yeah, he's got both items, but yeah, while you're here, you might as well go grab that Triforce.
Slidick is trying to decide. Oh, poor Slidick. Fleok returns in the forest, which we've already seen. Slidick's like, do I leave? Do I stay here? Do I keep looking? We don't really know. Without the map, you're just kind of blindly hoping that you can figure out whichever wall that you need to actually bomb. I think, yep, go ahead. Take it and leave. Go back to 2, because Slidick still needs to finish 2 as well. And it's a couple of screens over. Now, unfortunately, we have seen both items in 2, so the bow's not going to be in 2, but we need the Triforce to finish anyway. And the funny part with this flag set does allow for important items to be in 9. So if that bow isn't actually blocking anything other than, like, not a Triforce, it can be blocking an item, that bow could be in 9.
Yeah.
Hey, Improbable Sport, to answer your question, we have shapes for the first half and second quest for the back half. Oh, I like this. Slidick is, so 2, 7, 4, and 5 are all pretty much in the exact same area. It kind of forms like a little bit of an L. So it looks like Slidick is going to go into level 7 where he still needs to get the Triforce, and I don't think we've seen any items from there either. Yumi's going to go ahead and get his Triforce out of 2. Well, there's one of the items.
We did see that on. I think Yumi got the.
Okay, the heart, but we haven't seen a
4 heart.
staircase yet.
Yeah,
And
I haven't seen a staircase out of 7.
2 out of 8.
Yeah, 2 staircase items in 8.
4.
Haven't seen anything in 6. Staircase item
Oh no,
5.
4 was the raft. Never mind.
Yeah. 4 items and 1 and 3.
Yeah, this is we have no keys again. I mean, as great as finding the bow would be, I think having the staircase item in 7 be the any key would be like amazing for Slidick. He'd be so thrilled.
Yeah, that would be huge.
Hey guys, if there is a lead, it's a very slim one. It really will come down to where is the bow and who finds it first.
Yeah, I believe all the runners have all the information now, all the same information, basically. They have all the dungeon locations. Now it's just a matter of who can dig the items the quickest.
Yeah, who can find that bow somewhere. Now this is going to get Yumi the compass, thankfully, but, you know, that Triforce is kind of far away. But there are so many things that could still happen right now, and we still have a second quest level 9 to deal with. So second quest 9 is nicer than first quest 9. And yeah, we've seen a floor heart in 7 and 8. Oh,
hey, a key!
Yay! Hey, guess what? That shouldn't be there. That's a staircase.
I think he transported in there, didn't he?
Oh, okay.
Or did he actually just find that?
I don't know, but that shouldn't have been there. And yeah, so Slidick has seen level 9, Yumi has not.
Oh,
So
that's
now
true. I
got-
forgot
we've
that
got-
Yumi didn't
we've got-
go over.
Yeah, we got 2 hearts in level 8 at the moment. Third item still outstanding. Oh, another mugger
Oh,
to
he has to
in
pay with
7.
the-
That's gross. Yeah, both muggers are.
Now, this
in
is
a
where I
position-
said. This is where I said if I was Yumi, I would have bombed one more room past the Triforce. And if this is the item,
Yeah. Oh dear.
and it appears to be.
It's the any
Oh
key.
my goodness!
Woohoo!
Oh,
Oh, triple heart 8, Eddie key in 7. I want the bow to be in 9. I really do. Alright, so this does give a little bit less, this is a little bit more carefree time here for Slidick. Yeah, you're still looking for the bow. Yes, you still gotta finish all your levels, but those key doors aren't gonna stop you now. And yeah, that is, oh, that's really big, especially since Yumi at the moment is sitting at 0 keys. And is now stabbing the key
He's
door going,
quite
hey,
upset
you're a
about
jerk.
it.
Because he's key blocked from the Triforce and 8. I think, I can't, I know he picked up the compass. I think the Triforce is underneath the dash.
That's what I think it is. Yeah.
Because it's like a very faint dot just from the, we're seeing this on a CRT, I believe.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Dr. King Kush, that we have had several levels where items have been blocked by key doors. Level 1, the last item is behind a key door or 2. Yumi does have cash, but I don't think we've seen a super cheap key. That any key means that Slidick doesn't have to worry about the money to buy keys. He can just walk through any door that he comes across. It's you know, he might have to worry about bombs. He still has to find a bow. He's still a little bit behind on Triforces, but he's on his way into level 2. He's going to get that one. And, you know, he's about to clear up 7 now. So it's going to make it a little easier for him to dig some of these dungeons looking for the bow.
And Yumi is back in 6.
Okay. I don't dislike this. I don't like shape 6, but, you know, it's a very large dungeon. Yumi with no keys is going to places where he knows that he's got items outstanding and possibly somewhere to go looking for them that isn't going to cost him a key. But he has 193 rupees, so I do agree with Fury SK. What are you saving that money for?
Yeah.
Go buy keys. Like right there, he had a chance to Kanana key that door. Granted, it's not going to be the easiest with the floor traps, but there are a couple of different ways that you could have gotten further. Yeah, they've already got a blue ring. They've already got arrows. So what are you saving the money for?
They both already have potions, so
Yeah, I
don't even
mean,
need to buy that.
yeah, you just you know, just kind of hope that something is here in 6. As Slidick picks up the blue boomerang because he's trying to dodge something. The answer to a question in chat: no, there is no guarantee that the dungeons will have enough keys to open up all the key doors that are inside. Mainly because there are multiple ways. A feat of strength will lead to the recorder. It's in 5. 5's behind a power bracelet spot, so the recorder is going to end up being in 5. As Slidick gets his Triforce out of 2.
So that means that gives us the information of what both items are in 5, so we can cross that off.
Yeah, we've got the ladder and the recorder. It gives Yumi that information as well, which means that he's going to try to continue digging this level 6. But again, the bow could still be in 9 because we haven't actually been Gomo blocked anywhere. Slidick, meanwhile, is headed in the direction of 8. He still needs the Triforce in here. Did he get it? He got the Triforce out of 2.
Yeah. And with that any key, he might be able to... Well, he will be able to get there because that's what blocked
Yeah.
Yumi.
Yeah.
He was key blocked.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we're
yeah,
gonna see.
this...
Again, this is just going to come down to where's the bow and who finds it first. It really is. And the any key is going to give Slidick a slight advantage.
Yeah, because I don't foresee Yumi going back to dig level 7 anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know. That's unless you really get tired of 6. But hopefully Yumi's about to save. Maybe he's going to check the hints. Alright, so Slidick got his Triforce out of level 2. He's now in level 8. This is the last Triforce he needs. If you're Slidick, do you gamble that the bow is in 9?
I think I would, but I like to gamble. So.
That always, anytime I try to make that gamble, it comes out wrong. So this is one of the many Chevy rooms that was really annoying here in this level 8. Alright, Yumi.
Slidick sees a key and says, I don't need you anymore.
Alright, we're gonna check some hints.
Here we go. Feat of strength will lead
Next
to the
game.
ladder. We already knew.
Game! Come on!
Wow.
What Last item in 1 is the boomerang. We had the book, the white sword, and the wooden boomerang are going to be the items in level 1. Yumi's going to go ahead and retry and go to the other hint shop, and let's see if they are, slightly more helpful.
I'm really hoping that one of them tells him where the magic key is to see if he goes back to 7.
I mean, I would so be tempted to, even though it's second quest 7. Alright, meanwhile, Slidick continuing to work his way here through 8. Now, this wasn't a great path to find. It took Yumi a while to kind of find the staircase there, or the path to get up into that top section of 8. This is going to end up being the compass, though, which is going to at least point Slidick in the right direction. Oh, dear. I know that we've seen a couple of key shops, but they were 112 rupee keys. They were not the cheap keys.
Yeah, I think the cheap one was 110.
Ugh, that's gross. Oh, there we go. 91 rupees.
91,
That's
okay.
2. I think
That's a
you
little
get
better.
2. Yeah, buy 2, save your keys, and then go decide which level you're going to dig. Because if you decide to dig something and it ends up not being that helpful, then you can up a retry back into your keys. Or are you going to just go right back into 8 and see what that key door is? Alright, Slidick, meanwhile, is getting closer to the Triforce in 8.
I have raced against Yumi before, and I suspect he's going to gamble on the bow in 9. I think he's gonna go get his Triforce and head there.
I almost would too. Level second quest 9 is not actually that terrible. Like compared to Shapes 9 with all the different areas that you could get into and the segmented but not really segmented. Oh. Alright, well Slidick is trying to get to the Triforce in 8. We've got to go a slightly different path. Yumi, of course, will have this all marked out because he's been there almost. Unless the game is really being trolley-faced tonight.
Well, I believe he was only like 1 or 2 rooms away. So, yeah, I mean, I think he'll be able to get back there with the 2 key purchases and bombs.
Yeah, I would hope so. But yeah, we were kind of touching upon this earlier. A lot of times it's a really good idea, especially if you end up with the second quest 7 and 8, because of how many staircases and the one-way staircases and all that craziness that can happen. You want to go ahead and start tracking your 7 and 8, at least where the staircases are or what rooms you've already cleared, because these are not fun dungeons sometimes. Well, ever, to be honest. Alright, here we go. Yumi is about to get his Triforce at a level 8.
I'm surprised you didn't check these rooms for push blocks. We're still looking for a...
Oh no, it was triple heart. It was triple heart 8.
Oh, it was triple heart? I didn't know we found a...
Yeah, there were, I think, 2 hearts and staircases and 1 heart on the floor, maybe? Alright, meanwhile, Slidick is continuing to head up towards that Triforce. It will eventually take him across the path of his remaining items, I do believe. Let's see where Yumi's gonna go.
Well, Yumi hasn't found 9 yet.
9, yes.
Wow.
Oh, no. Oh, Yumi, don't go to Death Mountain. Please don't go to Death Mountain. Alright, let's see where Yumi's whistling to. 9 is over near Vanilla Woodsword Cave. But yeah, there are 2 levels where we haven't found items. Shape 6 and 9. There is, we found the second item in 7 was the any key. So right now, for Slidick, who's got all that information, this is 50-50. He's about to find the staircase heart in 8. He's on his way to the Triforce, and, you know, Yumi still has to find 9.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's trying to whistle to.
Yeah, 1 would make the most sense because it's free checks.
Yeah.
There we go. So this would actually get Yumi 9 pretty quick, unless he did see it and we missed it on stream. Nah, this is just he's picking up those checks that he didn't get before. He's gonna play some money-making game and look, no, we just got bopped back in. Wait, did Slidick get the Triforce out of 8? 9 is on this screen right here. Slidick, no, does he need a bomb? Oh, Slidick's still looking for the 3rd item. But alright, Deus Ex, what are we looking for here in level 9?
So we are looking for a roar, well, we are listening for a roar of Ganon, which means that he is 1 room away, either to the north, south, east, or west. And we're looking for a room with 1 slider door that does not open after all the enemies are killed. Or if you've already killed Ganon, the door, Or if you've already killed Ganon, then the slider door will open as soon as you walk in the room. You don't have to clear any enemies.
Yeah. Alright, so meanwhile, Yumi's in 3, and first and foremost, we're looking for a bow.
Yeah, for a bow, yeah. First and foremost, we're looking for stairways for bows.
Yes. Yep, we need to be able to kill Ganon. Alright, meanwhile, Slidick is back in 8. If I'm Slidick, I'm so tired of this 8 right now. Just like, alright, 8, please just give me my Triforce. We now hear the roar of Ganon, by the way. Ooh, really? Alright, so Ganon is in the top room on the far right cheek. As from where Yumi just was, there's no other you know, I don't think
Yeah,
there's any
yeah,
other option.
you can't go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's found Ganon. Alright, Slidick, meanwhile, is like, alright, 8, here I come again, and unfortunately he's taking a lot of damage.
Still, yeah, he's down to half a heart again.
Well, I mean, if
He
I'm
is-
one of the runners at this point, it's 1 hour and 8 minutes in, I might be a little bit concerned about what's going on in the race. Like, do I think I'm behind, or, oh, don't walk into your own fire.
Oh. And Slidick is out of potions too. I just noticed when he went to his item screen.
He used the this is gross. Game. Okay, Slidick, just feed him. Don't try to do the half tile. Just go for the guaranteed bomb kill. There you go. Refill your bombs. Go see that it's triple heart 8. Oh no, that's a transport.
And now he's got to fight Lamoli's on half a heart. Oh, a manhandler.
No, it's
even
manhandler.
worse.
Yeah, but they're not
Yeah.
they're not tanky. Get in the door and use safety door strats. Alright, meanwhile, Yumi, continuing through level 9, we have not seen a staircase yet. I would love to say fire silver arrows because, you know, he could maybe fly into them, but it's not gonna help. We have a potential staircase here on Yumi's side. Nope. Oh dear. Alright. Well, we gotta bomb through or get our Triforce somehow. Don't die, Slidick. You can do this. Oh, buddy. Oh no!
Oh.
No. Game. That's the Triforce room. If I'm Slidick, I'm probably a little bit fussy-faced at the game right now. Yeah. A little bit fussy-faced. Come on, Slidick. You can do it. Go back in there. He's like, nah. Maybe he's gonna go to the fairy fountain and refill real quick. Why did Yumi not clear that? He took it. Okay, thank you, Fury. I was wondering. I'm like, did he come out of this one? He's just kind of wandering past it.
Nope, now he's blocked in the shoot room from the other side.
Alright, looks like we're going back for bombs. There you go, Slidick. Get some more bombs. Oh, useless moat room. Okay.
Could be a potential with Zelda, though. Nope.
Yeah, no. Alright, level 8. Take 4 or so for Slidick.
Yeah, this level 8 is brutal.
Yeah, I think I agree with Fury in chat. He's saying if he's Slidick, he is totally going to level 1 first before heading into 9. Because Slidick doesn't know. He didn't check the hints, so he doesn't know that the second item in 1
Oh,
is
and we have
a banana.
Zelda.
Oh dear. But we haven't found a single
now
item
we have-
in 9.
We know where Ganon is. We know where Zelda
We gotta
is.
go... Is there a room there? Or are we... It's hard to tell sometimes how far up top we are.
Yeah, there should be a room to his left.
Yeah. And generally it's that's where one of the walkthrough walls is in Vanilla 9. Hi, Zelda! But yeah, it's hard for me even when I'm playing to tell exactly how far up I am in 9, so I actually did that earlier today. I was like trying to bomb out of the opposite side where there is no room above me, and I was like, oh, wait, I'm in this room, aren't I?
I have a hard time telling on like the mini map, so I usually pause and look at the map thing of like where all you've been. I find it's a little easier to tell how high or how low I am.
Alright, Slidick is gonna... He's taking revenge on this manhandler. He's gonna get it.
Now he's gonna find his third heart.
Yes, and actually, this isn't a terrible... Oh, that's a transport
no,
staircase
that's not
again.
it either?
No.
Where was the third heart then?
I don't know, but we saw it. It was Triple Heart 9. Or Triple Heart 8.
8.
Walk through wall for Yumi. There's the Triforce for Slidick. Alright, Slidick, where are you going? Yumi has seen so much of this. Ah, Zelda's room. Game, come on. All right, Slidick, where are we going? I could see him most definitely going back into 9. Now here, unfortunately for Slidick, he also doesn't have the money anymore to get a potion. And nobody wants to go into a second quest 9 to try to fight Ganon without a potion somewhere on your person, because what if you get bubbled? There's the transport staircase again in level 9. We're taking an any road. Okay.
Slidick's taking an any road. This is...
Yeah,
Oh!
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
forgot
that is
this was over
closer.
here.
Yeah.
We're going to 9.
Things just got real interesting.
Oh yeah,
If the-
this is the thing. And yeah, Wild Wolf of Mibu, I think at most we've seen maybe like 2 or 3 keys at any given time on the screen between our 2 runners. So this is getting interesting.
Yeah, and this is where that any key could really be the difference maker.
And now
It's-
Yumi is down to 0. It's gonna be an old man.
The wrong hint.
Yeah,
You
but
want
at
the
least
hint
at
about
least
the silver
wall,
arrows.
The wall bombs. There's a key. Oh, there's a key. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry, Fury. I was helping. Yeah, that is definitely a well-guarded key. That's don't get hit. I mean, we have the wand and everything. Kidnap the waste in the north.
So,
Ooh.
yeah, so Slidick just got the hint about the kidnapped, but he, obviously he hasn't seen her room yet, so...
Yeah, this is actually, oddly enough, this is through a key door that Yumi couldn't take, because we haven't seen that hint, I don't think, on Yumi's side.
Yumi saw the
Oh,
kidnap.
did he? Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Well, I mean, I know we saw Zelda, but I mean, did he see the hint?
Yeah, he saw the hint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think I had seen that yet. Alright, here we go. We got, Slidick is down to 0 bombs. Yumi found a staircase I don't remember seeing. He's just gonna clip in. He's like, I'm not clearing this whole thing. And it's hard!
Oh... Curiouser and curiouser.
Oh man, are we going back to that 6 where we couldn't find anywhere to go?
Now, I still don't have a floor item in 3 marked off.
Red candle.
Ah, that's why. Yeah, so it is...
Yeah, it's down to 6 or 9. Alright, meanwhile, Slidick is down in the lower left face of Ganon. Yeah, Bo could still be in shape 6, and shape 6 had a bunch of key doors we couldn't get through. We couldn't find a map either. Well, there are a lot of bomb droppers, but unfortunately for Slidick, he didn't get any. Oh, hey, this is new.
Yeah.
Yumi's
and this
gonna make
has
sure he
potential.
doesn't die to the spiders. I appreciate this.
Especially being this far into a 9, you don't want to have
Oh,
to
it's
make your way back.
another transport staircase. Gross. So now neither of our runners have potions. And yeah, the any key was buried in level 7, past 2 required muggers to get to it. It was not in a great spot. Oh, poor Slidick. He didn't realize that's the room. It's hard to tell that that's the room you just walked into when you walked into it. Oh, another new room. But yeah, so there
Watch,
could be
this
a
will be
red
the
room.
other end of this transport.
Oh, that would be just terrible. Nope.
Nope.
It's the red
Oh,
ring!
it is the red ring!
It's at 6!
He's gonna take it, but not exactly the item he was looking for.
Alright, we're going back to shape 6. Now here's the thing. Yumi is all the way, he's headed into shape 6. If he gets lucky and finds that bow, the race has just wildly swung in his favor, because it's gonna take Slidick a while to get to that red ring. And yeah, Yumi's got a lot of levels where there's items left behind, but I think the only one that he's headed to, like right now, one screen up, is level 6, because that's got 2 items in it. So if you're playing the odds, you're going to 6. And yeah, he did see a hint for the recorder on 5.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Let's play Where in the World is the Rest of Level 6? Because we haven't seen the map for this yet. Alright, Slidick is actually headed in kind of the right direction to find that red ring.
And I feel like Slidick has already seen a lot more of level 6 than Yumi did.
Yeah, because he had found a bomb wall down in the bottom, I believe, that Yumi didn't find. Now Yumi's got 1 key. We haven't seen either item in 6.
And I believe that's the first time that Yumi has seen that hint, so that'll give him 1 more item to cross off.
Well, he saw a hint saying that the recorder was power bracelet blocked, which the only level that's behind a power bracelet is 5. So he should have already known that recorder was at 5.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
I couldn't remember who saw that hint first.
It was Yumi. Alright, Slidick, meanwhile, is kind of in the right general direction. He's down to a half of a heart, though. And yeah, Yumi has just used his last key in level 6. Alright, Slidick is gonna find Zelda. Hi, Zelda. Now you gotta get through this wall somehow. Though I think Yumi took a transport staircase over there. No, alright, it's gonna bomb. Thanks, game. We got that a while ago. Alright, Slidick, meanwhile, has yet to... Oh my. Wow, okay. Good news, bad news. We've cleared we've seen a good deal of this.
Yeah, it's not the largest level 6, but
Alright, there's the heart for Slidick. So there's piece 1.
I don't like all this linearness to this dungeon. I'm afraid he's gonna get key blocked again.
Yes. I'm slightly concerned about that. Deceased Idaho. Okay, Idaho fell over.
Yeah. I was gonna say
an MC
Escher painting.
There's the bow. There's the bow. Bow on the floor of level 6. Yumi's got it. He's headed back to 9. Alright, here we go. This is about to be a thing. Now, Slidick is only 1 room away from where I think we found the second item, the red ring, here in 9.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't take this transport.
Yeah, I don't think he's got time, because Yumi's got the path to both Ganon and Zelda.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go, guys. I mean, this has been one heck of a race from both of our runners, but like Slidick has hung in there, and Yumi has hung in there.
That any key
was huge.
Really paid off.
Wow, I am perplexed that Shaddy and Juris are both saying always dig shape 6, especially early if you can. Alright, this is gonna be the red ring for Slidick. Here's the red ring. If you're Slidick, you still go get this. You've died a couple of times.
Yeah, no potion.
I figured you were, Juris, but it was still pretty funny.
I have a feeling Slidick's checking his tracker right now to see where he wants to go.
Level 1 is closest, and there's like 3 rooms that it could be in. But he's at time, because Yumi has found Ganon. And he does have a blue potion. That's actually really good. Dr. King Kush, it's Yumi. Yumi's got the lead right now. because he found the bow. As we've been saying, it would all come down to who found that bow first. Alright, we have bacon. Alright, Yumi's got a heart and a half, but he's got a red ring.
Red ring, silver arrows.
Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, the only thing that could troll us now is if Zelda was in, like, a shoot room and we entered from the wrong direction and had to walk around. Because there are more than one entrance into her room. Is more than one entrance into her room. Oh, don't die, Yumi.
He has that potion.
Yeah, but is he thinking about using it? Alright, Slidick's leaving 1. Now we're headed to level 6. Oh, we got it. Okay, good job. Good job. Use the potion. Do not die this close to Zelda. Slidick is headed in the direction of, he's going into 4? He didn't see the raft.
Yeah, you can't blame him for digging the smaller dungeons first.
I thought he had seen the raft in here already. Alright guys, let's get some GGs in chat for Yumi, finishing with a race time GG time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 57 seconds. Alright, meanwhile, Slidick is back in level 4. Now, I thought he had seen... I guess he did not see the raft that's in a staircase in here. Thankfully, this 4 isn't that big. Yumi should be joining us here in just a minute. Alright, I'm trying to remember exactly where the... maybe it was here-ish?
I think it might have been this room.
Welcome and GG's to Yumi.
Hello, thank you very much.
So, we were wondering if you were going to take the gamble and go straight into level 9 to find the bow.
Yeah, I was just so tired of keys, and I was like, just like walking around aimlessly for, I don't know, a good probably 5-6 minutes, trying to figure out like what to do, and I was like, oh, I have hints. Maybe that'll tell me where the any key is, and like, or the bow, obviously. And
then two of them were the same thing.
Yeah, and if you notice, the one before that was was a hint for 5 too. It was it was the other thing. It was like 4 hints in a row. What was in 5? I was like, oh my gosh.
I mean, the game really wanted to make sure you found your ladder and recorder. I mean,
yeah, that sure did.
Granted, we started with the recorder, but it's okay. Meanwhile, Slidick has gone back into... He's now in level 5. He just cleared level 4 and found the raft. He is looking for the second item in 5 because he never saw the hint about it being the recorder. He never checked the hints.
Yeah, yeah. The hints ended up being pretty big for you because you were able to mark awesome stuff. The magic key was in level 7. One room past the Triforce, but you couldn't bomb into it, so you would have had to walk all the way around it. Slidick actually did get it, and he was able to make up a lot of time real quick. I think at one point you had like a 3 or 4 Triforce lead on him, but once he got that any key, he flew and caught back up to you. And you were both actually in level 9 at the same time looking for the bow.
He had just entered slightly later.
It
was just, it's one of those things.
Both gambled. Oh, wow. What if the bow was in there? That would have been wild.
Yeah, well, we were like, okay, hold on. We can't go any further this way. There's Zelda. Where in the heck are any of the items in 9? Because you had dug like a good portion of it before we even saw the heart and the red ring.
Yeah, they ended up being hiding up in the northeast there, right next to each other. It's pretty funny. But I really thought the bow was going to be in 9. I don't know why. I just had a feeling. I'm like, it's going to be in 9. It's going to be... But
Well, I mean, it wasn't blocking anything, so it could have been, according to the flag
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not sure. I thought I saw the heart containers on the floor in 7 and 8, but I couldn't remember.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I did, right?
It was heart in 8, and then heart and the any key in 7. But if it makes you feel a little bit better about the any key, it was on the other side of 2 required mugger rooms. Slidick had to go through 2 required muggers just to find that item in 7.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, forget that noise. I mean, it would have been worth it, but I guess, but in hindsight, but
No, I mean, money was definitely a thing this seed.
yeah, and I knew it in the very earlier in the seed. I had like 220 rupees, and I saw a secret, and I was like, "Man, I don't want to get this. This is going to be the other 120 or whatever it was." So I walked all the way around, and like I hit one mugger, and I was like, "I really wanted that blue ring on start screen." So I'm like, "All right, just let it be like a 30," and of course it was the other 120. So I wasted like 100 rupees, but you know, whatever.
I mean, at the time, the blue and you and Slidick both, you both did end up purchasing that blue ring, and it was a good call, especially with second quest 7 and 8 out there. It was not the kindest thing. There's another mugger. No.
Oh my gosh.
He's just had to pay 3 muggers in this one seed, and unfortunately, we know that there's a recorder and a staircase somewhere here in 5. Oh, there's a bomb
That's
upgrade.
an expensive bomb upgrade too.
It would have been for like 2 bombs. You know it would have been.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the game is not that nice. And then poor Slidick. So Slidick would have been into, he would have been into 9 a little bit faster, but he ran out of bombs before he could get to the 3rd item in 8. So he had to leave 8 twice to go get bombs.
Oh man, I had to leave it. I triple dipped it too. Once for bombs and once for keys.
Yeah, it was a lovely and wonderful level that hopefully we don't have to see for a very long time.
Gosh, it was. And that hint did help. I was trying to think of what the hint was. I saw the hint for 5 of like 10 times, but I forgot. So yeah, it was the recorder.
It just kept telling us the recorder was there, because the recorder, we knew, since one of the levels was behind a recorder spot, couldn't be in 9. And then you got the hint, there's the recorder. And it looks like, oh, thanks, game.
It's like, oh man.
It's like, all right, I'm going back to 6. Thank you, game.
Yeah.
And how about the bow being on the floor of level 6 of all places?
My gosh, and that 6 was such a pain in the butt too. It was keys. It ended up being a bomb hole that, you know, without the map, you're just kind of bombing all over the place, and it was a bomb hole like right in between the 2 stairs. It was just gross 6.
Yeah, that shape of the 6. When you got the map, we both went, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah, it was, and then thankfully, by the time you had gotten the map, you'd already checked most of the bottom part. So it was like, okay, how much of this is it going to make us do?
Yeah,
but it was only a couple more rooms after that, so that was not as bad as it could have been.
I was so happy to see it there because because of the thing, I was like 90% sure that I got hearts in 7 and 8, but I didn't mark them, which is funny because like I told myself 2 things before the seed. 1, make sure you mark all your hearts on the floor, and 2, don't leave stuff in dungeons. I literally left like the first 5 dungeons. I was like, bye.
I mean, it's one of those things that there are just seeds where it makes sense. It really does.
And this seed, a lot of the dungeons gave you early free Triforces.
Yep. It was just
but that's when you get suspicious. You're like, game, why are you giving this to me 1 room into this shape's level 6?
Yep. And it turns out the ladder was it was only like 1 room past the Triforce or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't very far past it.
And you both had to go back in to go get it.
And
It was because it was required, I think, in level 2.
Yeah, level 2 Triforce was ladder blocked, and I think most of level 8 was ladder blocked. I don't know if if we ever found a workaround or not.
No, there were when Slidick went back in there like the 3rd time, because he was in there like 4 times, I think. He was having a bit of a quicker time because he could just walk through that Chevy room down in the bottom row.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go.
Well, there's his bow.
That was a pretty quick path. That was actually a really quick path to that floor bow. I don't know if it was a key door or what. He just walked pretty much like straight north, and there it was. All right, guys, here we go. Slidick's on his way back to 9. Now, it's important to note, he may not have enough money for a potion. He's got 70 rupees, I know they were kind of expensive tonight, and I don't even know if there's a potion shop down here. But I don't remember seeing a ton of bubbles in 9.
Yeah, don't think there was really many bubbles. Now, he did not... He saw the hint for Zelda. I don't remember if he saw Zelda's room, but I know he hasn't found Ganon yet, right?
I think you see it on the way. Oh, I think he...
Well, maybe he does know where Ganon is.
Ganon's
He's
right over
beelining
here.
there.
He's gotta do the reverse clippy thing, though.
Yeah, Ganon was in a I didn't see any bubbles, or a lot of them. But Ganon was in a what was it? It was some weird water.
Yeah,
room.
it was a water room.
Yeah.
And the spawn, chat was like, by the way, it's your favorite room for Ganon. And I was like, yeah, I know.
I had a 20-minute Ganon fight one time in a water room.
He gets stuck in the wall. He just wants to go in the wall. He's off center, and it's like, all right, come on, cut me a break here. But all right, guys, here we go. Slidick is almost there. We're gonna have our second Ganon fight of the night. All right, Slidick, you can do this. I mean, that white sword find was pretty nice. Slidick did have it slightly earlier than you, but pretty much at the exact same time, you found the wand.
Yeah.
Which ended up being better because of the second quest rooms with the bubbles, because you weren't losing your sword.
Yes, because that happened many a times for sure.
Yeah, I forget what dungeon it was, but both you and Slidick were in the same dungeon running around swordless.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot one time, so I tried to smoke the dongos and ate. And I'm like,
we saw. we were like, no, he doesn't have a sword. We're like, come on, really?
And then I just dropped the other one too, like a dummy. Like, what are you doing, dude? It's so dumb.
It's okay. At one point, Slidick was trying to bomb the dongos. I think in 8, and 4 of them, he had to leave to buy bombs. 4 of them end up juking the first bombs, and I'm just like, please, just feed them.
Oh my god, yeah, I've been there.
Oh, okay. Shaddy has a question for you as we find the door that opens for Slidick. So let's get some GGs in chat as Slidick is going to finish with a time of 1:35.41. Shaddy would like us to ask you about that great potion in level 9 in the top corner heading into the Vire room.
The one on accident?
I don't know if he means the one on accident or the one on purpose, because there was one on your way to Zelda where you ended up using the potion because you walked into a room full of, I think it was fires.
Yeah, I was like, that was like the most nerve-wracking thing ever. First of all, I almost died right before that. I juked a Lionel beam. And I used it. It was the longest potion use of my life. I'm like 2 rooms away. Like, come on, let's go. But yeah.
Welcome and GG's to Slidick.
Good game.
Hey, GG, man. Good game.
So that was that was actually a very back and forth, a very, very back and forth race. You found the white sword. Yumi found the wand pretty much at the same time. You guys, I think, found the ladder at the exact same time on a double dip of 5. There was just there was so much going back and forth, and then had you gone to 6 first, Slidick, you might have made it into 9 before Yumi had found the second item, but there's not really a great way to tell. But it was a very close race for a really long time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was so we did appreciate the gamble from both of you on the bow being in 9.
Yeah, I guess we both did that. Yeah.
I got tired of just not finding items in any dungeon, really. I don't know. No keys for the longest time.
Yeah, and then you got the Eddie key, which allowed you to kind of catch up, because you were a couple of Triforces behind, simply because you guys just didn't have keys. There were very few free keys anywhere in the seed, and then you had to pay 2 required muggers to get to the Any key in 7.
That's always the case.
I was like, oh, come on, really? You're not even gonna let us keep any money? And then poor Yumi, checks the hints. And 2 of the hints are, the first 2 hints he gets are both about the items in 5. So then we're like, game, that's really nice, but we kind of already knew that. And it's like, yeah, it was.
They were both about the ladder in 5.
Yes, yeah, they were both about the ladder in 5, and we're just going, all right, game. What?
And the hint before that told me the recorder on it was like an overworld hint or something. Told me
Yeah.
the recorder was in
The
5.
recorder
So
was
I
in
was like,
5.
I already knew like all this. I'm like, oh my god, 3 in my hands.
Yeah,
But-
it was definitely a thing. And then Slidick, you made it into 9 before Yumi had found the second item, but then Yumi, they were both in the top corner, so Yumi didn't have as many places left to go look, and decided. I'm imagining you went to 6 because you had 2 items there.
Yeah, I had nothing left in 5. It was and I thought 1 and 7. I think that was it, right? I think all I
Yeah.
had was 2 and 6, and then the stair and 7. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So it was the it was the good heads up call, because there's a higher probability it was going to be there. It was just kind of like, okay, Seed, why is this a thing? But it was a great race from the both of you. We saw quite a few good block clips. We saw some good pathing, good potion usage. Some good heads up play. It just really came down to where in the world was the bow.
Yep, it was a fun one, man. It was definitely a fun one. That bow. Gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it was in a nice room full of blue bubbles, and you didn't even have to kill anything to get it.
Yeah, I was so fixated when I saw that on the floor that I think that's the only thing I saw. I was just like, oh, bow. I had no idea where I was thinking, like, just looking for that dot done, Like, oh my gosh. That's the most nerve-wracking part when you're truly in go mode, where the pig is, where the princess is, and you're just looking as you're walking through rooms. Like, don't see it. Don't see the thing.
But yeah, it was a really good race. I'll go ahead and ask you guys. We do have another race coming up here in about 18 minutes. So I'll go ahead and ask you guys if you have any final thoughts on the seed, or the tournament, or what you're looking forward to next week.
You first. Yeah, no, it was a fun seed. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for doing, the comms. I get so stoked when I get restreamed, so I truly appreciate it. And yeah, man, good luck moving forward, Slidick.
Absolutely. Good game. This was awesome. Looking forward to next week.
All right. So we still have a ton of Zelda coming up here tonight. Should still potentially be ongoing over on SpeedGaming 2. We've got OpnoPoint versus Mr. Dunlow. On Z1R Randomizer 2, we're going to have at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Ston versus Rywek. At 9:15 p.m. on Z1R Randomizer 1, we're going to have PDX Rex taking on SP Ridley. Followed at 10 p.m. Eastern over on SpeedGaming Prime, we're going to have Chess Jerk taking on Fred Coughlin. And then also at 10 p.m. on SpeedGaming 3, we have Dr. J PhD. Then, oh wait, we got more. At 11 p.m. Eastern, we have Potato Pony taking on Paratrooper 1 on SpeedGaming 2. So good luck, have fun to everybody
Wow.
who's still got some racing to happen today.
That is a full night of Zelda.
Well, and sadly, that actually includes 2 races that have not gotten that have unfortunately not gotten restreams. So
Streams.
this is the perfect time to plug that if anybody has some time to volunteer, you feel like pushing buttons, you've got a beast mode computer that can restream things, or you just want to ramble on about cookies, Zelda, food, and random, maybe some cereal. Because nothing beats cereal commentary, I have to say. Feel free to pop into the Zelda 1 Randomizer Discord and ask for somebody to give you the volunteer flags.
Nice.
But all right, I will go ahead and thank Fury SK for doing our tracking for most of the race in the background. We were short people today. It was really nice that he hopped in before going to restream and calm a race all by himself. And definitely thanks to Deus Ex Machina for hanging out with me for the past hour and 45 minutes. This was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was, and thank you for having me. And thanks to SpeedGaming for letting us use their Twitch channel to restream these tournament games.
Oh yeah, it's always really nice to make sure that you can get as many of these on the air as possible. But all right, thanks everybody and have a great night.
Thanks again, guys.